I'm Andie Summers in Frisco, Texas for the ACMs, and this is my new friend, Frank Ray.
Yeah, hi Andie, how are you? I'm doing very well.
It's really nice to meet you.
Yeah, very nice to meet you.
And you are a former police officer.
Yeah, 10 years. Can you believe it? Yeah.
So tell us about that, like what you did
Sure.
and how you made the switch from badge to guitar.
Well, music has always been my life's passion, and so I've always kind of stayed true to that. Later on in my career in law enforcement, I got enough seniority that I had pretty good days off, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and those are prime gigging days. So I struck up a little country band, and they kind of just lit this fire inside of me. I was like, this is what I really want to do with my life. We played a Battle of the Band Sing and got to open up for Keith Urban, and that was my first experience with a whole tour production.
Wow.
You know? At that point, I was like, this is really what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. And so in 2017, I decided to hang it up. I found my manager, and I got a new band, and we kind of hit the ground running, and here we are 6 years later.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
And I love that you're doing such good things with this new voice that you have as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So talk to us about Fray.
Yeah, Fray is a mental wellness campaign that we started, my team and I, to really raise awareness for first responders and to provide them with resources to go and seek help if they feel like they need it. It was one of those things where I feel is not talked about enough, and there's been sort of this dehumanization of the first responder, right, where all you see is a badge, and apparently it's a bad person who's wearing it, and that's just not the case. I know from my personal experience. But I also know the things that I've dealt with throughout my career, the things that keep me up at night to this day. And luckily, I have music to use as a healthy outlet. But a lot of first responders may not know that there is help out there. And so we decided to use this platform to sort of ring that bell, raise awareness, and change the conversation.
I love that. So if anybody watching or listening would like more information about Fray, how can we find that?
Yeah, the website is frayoc.org. That's FRAYOC.org.
Okay.
And it's just like, again, it serves right now specifically for first responders, but it acts as a hub. If you go and visit Fray, because you might not be familiar with these other organizations that exist, you go there and we'll point you in the right direction. So that's kind of what we're doing. And I also make it a point to stop at police stations and firehouses on every stop that I make. And I go and spend time with them, and it's been really cool. The more I talk about this with them, the more we get rid of this negative stigma attached to mental health as it relates to first responders, because they're notorious for compartmentalizing things.
For sure.
But they deal with trauma on a daily basis, and you have to, when you go to a call for service, you have to have this sort of assertiveness and this command presence and all this, kind of machismo alpha energy about you, because people want to know that you can take control if you need to of a situation, but a lot of times they don't know how to talk about their feelings, and that's the stigma we're trying to get rid of. And when I make these stops, I see how necessary this conversation is.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think it's amazing what you're
Thank
doing.
You.
Thank you so much.
Thank
May
you,
is
Andie.
Mental Health Awareness Month, so even if you're like, maybe I'm interested in learning more, just go to the website, which is, again,
frayoc.org, FRAYOC.org.
Okay, very good. Frank Ray, thank you so much, and keep doing such good work.
Thank you, Andie. I appreciate it.